Okay, I created a MCP client, MCP server. I'm leveraging the Gemini API that I have an API key for to generate MIDI notes within Ableton Live. And what I have here, I have the client running here, and I say create a fantasy orchestral piece in the MIDI track called Gemini MIDI in slot 0. Make it an 8-bar loop, include bass, chords, melody, violin, arpeggio, counter melody, and of course anything else you think. And to show you what I have here, I have a piano in the Gemini MIDI track, and this is slot 0, slot 1, 2, and 3. So I asked it to put it in slot 0. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this and have through Gemini, it's going to make multiple API calls. Gemini is going to start creating MIDI notes for me. It set the tempo to 90. It's starting to add notes, and we can go look at it in real time. Here, let me expand this out a little bit. You can watch it as it's working in the background. It's starting to add notes. It's adding a chord progression. Those do need to be voiced, but whatever. Okay. It's starting to add more and more. Starting to change things up a little bit. It might be done. Let me go back to the client. Yep. And I can have it play for us, but I'm just going to hit play. See what it sounds like. All right. So now what I want to do, let's do something ambient. Let's see if it can do an ambient track. Create me an ambient MIDI track or MIDI clip in slot, let's just say slot 1, the next slot down, in slot 1 for the track named. I got to be specific here. I don't think it has a lot of history here. I need to look at the history options. And the track name Gemini MIDI track. Create all the elements. I'll just say, I don't know, for an ambient style, or let's say for a sci-fi themed ambient track. Let's see what happens. I haven't done this before for this particular prompt. Oh, there's an error. Let's try to run that again. There's some error checking I need to do, but I think you guys got the idea in the beginning. Added 6 notes, 6 notes. Let's go watch it in real time. Oh, it's adding it to, oops. This is not going to be good. Let me stop it and restart it. Let me restart it. Okay. Okay, let me get rid of this one. Delete. Hopefully it's in my history. Oh, this is something I had. I'll just run this real quick. In a track called Gemini MIDI, create a MIDI clip in the slot 0. In the spirit of Hans Zimmer, the track should be epic and include all parts of the orchestra, bass, string progression, melody, counter melody, and violin arpeggios, and anything else you think. Let's see what happens when I run this. I'll get back to the ambient track in a minute. Got an error. Set the tempo. Add 4 notes, 4 notes. 6 notes. So let's go look at it in real time. Changing stuff. I can see it change. Just adding violin arpeggios. Well, this is all piano, but you get the idea. By the way, I am not going to use this. This was a thought exercise and something I've been doing at work lately is working with MCP AI agents and servers and things like that. I've been thinking about doing that. So I took a course, learned about it. Then I looked at what's possible through the API of Ableton. Is it done? Yeah, it's done. Okay, so let's see what this sounds like. And there is going to be a little bit of a delay when I play this. I have to try to get I didn't want to mess with OBS too much. I just wanted to keep this simple. I have the on my main track here, main bus here, I have the listen to, so there's a little delay when I'm running this. Okay, so let me delete that and let me try an ambient track. Let me delete that. And I also want to restart the client. So let me just Control-C this out. Restart the client because I need to look. I think the prompt may only happen during the initial client start. So let's say in the track named Gemini MIDI, create me an 8-bar MIDI clip loop for a sci-fi themed ambient track with, I'll just say, with all the parts. For example, bass, drone, chord progression. I'll just throw melody, effects, etc. Let's see what happens. Set it to tempo to 70. Added 4 notes. Okay, so let's go look at it in real time. What it's doing here. It apparently does not understand chord voicing. Which is not always needed, of course. Oh, it played it automatically. Okay. Looks like it's using seventh chords and things like that. So that's pretty cool. Let me try something else. Now I'm just playing, but I got to watch costs because every single like MIDI note, the batch of MIDI notes is an API called Gemini. It shouldn't be too much. I looked at it before. I tried to use a local LLM, and the local LLM was just stupid. It really was. I have a 3090, and I was running a 24 gig model, And it was nothing compared to the public LLMs that we have available and as a SaaS-based service. So let me try to do something else. I deleted that MIDI clip, and I am going to, let me just restart the client. Create me an 8-bar MIDI clip in the track called Gemini MIDI. Excuse me. Gemini MIDI in the MIDI, the track should be, let's just go with the genre, should be a trance tune with all parts. Bass, arps, melody, effects, etc. Yeah. Drums. I'm not going to add drums with a piano. Let's see what happens here. Set the tempo to 140. That's standard. Added 4 notes. Let's go watch it in real time. See what it's doing. Unzoom this. So there's the ARP. There's the bass line. At the bottom. Is it going to give me chords? Okay, I'm going to try one more thing. I want to see what it can do with existing songs. Let me get out of this. Yep, I deleted it. Okay. Actually, I may do a few more things. In the MIDI track called Gemini MIDI, create me, I'll just say 8-bar. I don't want to, it might fail if I do 16. I haven't tried it yet. Create me an 8-bar loop for the beginning of the song Take On Me by Aha. Is it Dash? I don't know. It probably figured out. With all the parts. I don't know. Let's see what happens. $169 BPM. Wow. Added 8 notes. 8 notes. Okay. Oh, and by the way, it does adjust velocity. It has the ability to adjust velocity and things like that for the notes. It's adding more. It's adding more notes, it says. I don't see it. It's changing velocities. I see it change velocity. Oh, it's adding. Oh, down here. I missed that. Okay. Oh, it's asking me if I want to add drums. Not right now. That's way too fast. I can't really hear if it's good or not because I'm hearing an echo from the Listen To app and from my PC. Okay, I'm gonna try. I had it do the birthday song before, and it was perfect. You know, happy birthday to you. That song. Um, Let me delete that and then exit and get back in here. So public domain stuff like Bach, is let's try that. Create me a MIDI clip for Bach number 1 in the track called Gemini MIDI. I'll just say include all parts, but there's not a lot of parts. It's just piano. Let's see what happens. What's the tempo? Tempo is 70. You know, it's not perfect, but it's still kind of cool. And I'll just do one more. Let's create a fantasy orchestral piece. Did I already do that? I don't know. Delete. Run. This will be the last one. Create me a in the track named Gemini MIDI. Create me. Let's go for gold here. Create me a 16 bar loop for I'll just say an epic fantasy orchestral piece. Include all parts. For example, bass, melody, chords, arps, counter melody, and I'll just say etc. .120 BPM. Added 4 notes. Let me zoom way out here. Oh, it is 16 bar. Okay. Sometimes it plays it on its own. Sometimes it doesn't. I can control that, though, through the MCP server and the prompt. It's so tempting to try to use this in my music, but I refuse, absolutely refuse to do that. I just think this is really freaking cool. It's adding a whole bunch of arps up here. What's it going to do here? It may have missed that. I don't know. But it did adjust the velocity. It's doing a lot here. And it's overwriting, so it like when you want to texture a sound, if you want to overlay sounds on one another to get the right texture, it's just overwriting. If there's a note there, it looks like it's just overwriting it. Is it done? It missed this. That's okay. Oh, it's still adding stuff. Yep, it's done. Okay, it missed the bass over here, but that's okay. Oop, let me play this. It's pretty cool. One thing I just I've been thinking about. I could use this for music theory learning and understanding. I could ask it to create me a chord progression with a mode change or with a key change, and I could examine the MIDI and try to learn about those kinds of things. So it could be a good learning tool. So anyway, I wanted to show everybody this. I thought it was really cool. Uh, Probably didn't stay with me till the end, but that's okay. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.